High-risk investment. Trading on margin carries a high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Before deciding to trade, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. The possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some or all of your initial investment, and therefore you should not invest money that you cannot afford to lose. You should be aware of all the risks associated with trading and seek advice from an independent financial advisor if you have any doubts. Market opinions. Any opinions, news, research, analyses, prices, or other information contained on this video is provided as general market commentary and does not constitute investment advice. Master the Markets will not accept liability for any loss or damage, including without limitation to any loss of profit, which may arise directly or indirectly from use of or reliance on such information.
Hello traders, happy New Year and welcome to this live trading workshop webinar. It's going to be on price and volume hack for today. That's the topic that we got. Those of you joining in for the first time, the format of this live trading workshops that we do, one is that we take a look at the live trading positions at the moment, and then after that we will then take a look at the topic for today, which is what I just mentioned, which is on the price and volume hack, which is SMI and VSA. VSA, which got popularized, initiated by Richard Wyckoff, and then popularized for the modern world today by Tom Williams. So I'll be talking about that as well. And then now it's being headed by Gavin Holmes and his team at Trade Guider. Now the third thing, then we will end off with some Q&A as well. Okay, so we will make it nice and sharp and sweet today, because I've got a few trades that I'm looking at. And then we'll see how we can also then incorporate this hack that we are going to be talking about. Okay. Right, traders. Those of you who haven't joined us before, those of you who do not know me, is still not fun here, founder of Master Markets, Illustrious Conference, and the Traders. So with that said, let's go on to the charts for today. I had taken a look at the DAX and the cable as well, okay, for today. Let's see if we can get some trades on them. First, I'm going to fill up our analysis table to give us our direction bias, right, for today. So let's just take a look at that. So I've got the uptrend phase 1 on the 1 hour, and then I've got the uptrend phase 2 here. So you can see with our price coding over here, you can see that all the blue arrows and the orange arrows over here, which define a top and a bottom, that's how we are able to get the trends across any time frame in a quantitative basis. Okay, this is one of the main reasons why traders cannot get inconsistent performance, because they don't have a consistent way of measuring all of this. I'll talk a little bit about that. That's what the hack is about. I'll talk a little bit about that, how to combine that volume as well. I'll be taking a look at that very shortly. So let me take a look. So it's uptrend. So let me just quickly fill this up. Don't want to miss that move if it does set up. So this is uptrend phase 2. Then we got the 1 hour. Let me check the 1 hour, traders. Okay, so the 1 hour, on the other hand, this might confirm, isn't it? So let's just take a look. On the 1 hour, I've got also a downtrend phase 1, if I'm not wrong, I believe. Let me just do that. Yeah, I've got a downtrend phase 1 there as well. And on the 15-minute, I've got a downtrend phase 2. Okay, so this is what I've got. But if it does confirm, I might be able to take a shot on that. I am just going to probably going to place this on the Telegram channel so that you guys can take a look at that as well. So let me see. Those of you who haven't joined the Telegram channel, you can join it on the link. There should be a link over there. Let me see this one here on the cable, isn't it? On the stretch wise, it hasn't the stretch. It's actually bound today, isn't it? By idle of the stretch. Again, this was coded by one of our clients as well from Canada, Anton. Thanks to our clients, the community itself uplifts the community. So you can see it's range bound at the moment. So I'll just put NA over here, the stretch wise. And in terms of range lines, what are we having? So this is the 8 a.m. So you took out the lower one, and as of now, 12 o'clock, the 12 o'clock one took out the lower one as well. So I would say there is more to the downside, and the bro to ST at the moment, I would say the ratio is not the best, so I would say NA on that as well. Previous daily high and low, let me just take a look at that. I think it's taken out to the low, so I've got that one as well. Previous daily low, okay? So this is the table I was filling up over here. So if you take a look, so that's the table I'm filling up. So uptrend, so trend alignment was direction alignment wise, we can see that this is an uptrend phase 2. Okay, direction at least is there. This is a downtrend and downtrend. So about 2-3 time frames are aligning. So we got 3 ticks except for the daily time frame. Then we got a 1 hour stretch. There's not really anything conclusive there. And the range lines are telling us to the downside as well. Bro to ST, no. And then I've got this as my number 5 point. Okay, that's on the previous daily low. So I got 5 out of 8. Still okay. Not the best, I would say. So that's how you get your direction bias, whatever that you do. Have a set of rules that you need to get your direction bias, right? And then after that, then think about where you want to enter precisely, okay? Which is called timing, isn't it? Not traders, right? So that we got to have a think on now. So you see, so now in terms of timing and when to exit this, so let me just come out of this for a moment. I think I will put my stats as well. I'll talk more about this later on in our topic on the SMI and VSA hack, price and volume hack. Right. And I'll bring up our this as well. I'm just quickly going to take a look at DAX as well. I've done the analysis before. But the thing here is, I'll talk more about this later. It's done its 1 ATR, so I'm going to keep my hands away from this one. So I'm not really getting a good hit on that one. Did it come back to here on the close? 25059. Direction bias is on the upside here. And it's done its range as well. So I know what, traders, I'll stick to cable for today because of the range that this has done. And we are getting all the volume spiking up around here, isn't it? That's what we're getting. So you know what? I'm going to place this trade as a pending order. And what I want to do, I don't think this is going to confirm. So we've got about 1 minute. So let's see if the top confirms or not. Might need a bit more confidence on this one here. The best one would be to, if it takes out this low. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put an order for the low of that, 13481. Okay, so GBP/USD 1.3481. Okay, so I'm going to be selling, right? This is what I mean by timing. Okay, you need to, I think those of you following us on the live trading as well, you will know that the timing on where you want to really get into this is very, very important. Okay, so we got a trade on that. So I think we are having some movement there. Let me see on the low. Okay, got it. Yeah. So that doesn't confirm for us. So let me see. This should be the ultimate one. So let me, I think, to be conservative a bit. So we'll do 13481. And then my stop will be for the high here, 3501. 1.3501. Right. Let's give it a bit of spread. And the limit, I'm just going to go for the 1 ATR number here. So the 1 ATR number over here is about 8. So the low minus 8, 3473, isn't it? 1.3473. Right, so that's it. So I've put that trade onto the Telegram channel. You guys can take a look at that. So all we are doing is for diagrammatic visual for you guys. So what I'm taking a look at is this one here. So I'm taking a look at the low here to enter. And then I'm taking a look at the stop being over here. And then after that, traders, I am then taking a look at a small target here. We can put two targets, but I'll just go for the small one because we don't have that much time to manage. And that's why we are looking at more traders to come in as well to manage the intraday position. I will be taking a look at the target being 34.73, right? So that's what we will be taking a look at. So the target being here, right? 34.81. Yep, there you go. So that's what we'll be looking at. Let me put that on the background. I'll trade manage it accordingly as well. Okay, good. So I think we got everything in here, traders. The only thing is, I mean, I'm taking a look at the VSA light as well. That's showing on the red side here as well. Okay, and the other thing that I am taking a look at the volume. The volume is spiking up around here. So it's spiking on all of this, right? It's leveling off a little bit. But price needs to confirm for us a bit on the direction that it's taking, okay? Because this could be that the bottom over here is being supported as well. So we'll wait and see how that comes out to be. It did take out the first. That's why I've put the level to break as this one to begin with, okay? So that's how we combine that. I'll talk more about this when we go to the topic on the price and volume hack. And this is one of the main reasons because, they don't have this, this critical element. That's why 90% of traders lose. So I will talk about that. Now, this one here, the ATR here, 74, isn't it? It's about 75. Let me bring up this one here, 75. This is about 60, okay? 60 is what we are looking at. Let me see. From the high, right? So the high, 3517. I think my preset ones might be able to do it. Let me see. So if I'm on a short, yeah, so I've got here 13517, okay, 13517, and the range we calculated it to be 60, so it'll be 13457. That's when the 80% range for today will be done, okay, 13457. If it does go on to form its range to the downside, okay, so that's what we are taking a look at over here, right? It's BRO, bigger range from open, okay, that's what we're looking at. This one did take out the level here, isn't it? So this is a more clearer picture. You see, look at this. That's the thing here. If it does take out that level one more time, and there you go, you know that this wasn't really real, and that's when you know that this is a fake, right? That bottom, that test is not real, okay? So that's when we will find that out. Let me just do this very quickly. Yeah, that's the one there. So you took out that level, and then now I'm looking for it to come back down again, right? So that's the thing. So that's why we correlate the different time frames together. So if you take a look at that 1 hour here, so yes, it did confirm that a high in this bar, but it was a low test bar, a spring, you may say. Now, if that spring fails, that's where the critical thing, isn't it? Right, traders? Then you know that that wasn't really real, okay? Then the momentum is to the downside. So that's how we strategically have put the price action level here. to enter. That's why not jumping into the trade, and we have waiting for this low to be taken out, okay, or for this high. If this high also confirms, we can get a more aggressive entry. So I'll wait on this, and then also the half two, then the US Open will begin as well. So that's what we have over here on this. Now let me see if I can also go on to this one here. Right, so I will also place this on the other account. Just bear with me. I think in the time being, I think one thing that you all have taken away from this so far, what would it be before I go through the price and volume hack over here? Right, so this one here, let me just place this very quickly. Right, 3480. So I've placed this on Telegram as well. So I'll place this on this account as well. Yeah, that's fine. Let me see. Right, so 3502. This is this one here, isn't it? Yeah, correct. 1.3502. And then let me see. And then our take profit level, which we have said, it's going to be just for the 8 pips. So let me just put that 3 on. Okay, good. So we've done that now. Okay, good. So far, it looks like it's gaining momentum. We'll wait and see how that comes out to be. So that's a resting order over here, right? That's what we got. So that's our resting order here. I've placed it on here as well. So we'll wait and see how that carries on to be, okay? So I'll manage this accordingly. We'll see how that comes out to be. Right, so now let's go on to the topic for today. So highly probably, if this carries on this momentum, this will confirm, okay? And then we'll see how that plans out to be, okay? Right, so we got that. Now I'll keep this on this dialog window over here. Now coming back to here again, I think DAX has done it. I think I was taking a look at this on the 15, wasn't it? Minute over here. So it's done on the upside more. But you know what, traders, you just can't keep looking at hindsight, right? If it doesn't match with your strategy and your parameters, then you sit on your hands, okay? So you don't really take that on. Okay, good. So we've got that. I'm just keeping an eye on cable as well, 3485. Good. So let's move on now into the topic for today. So the topic for today is the SMI and VSA hack, right? The SMI and VSA hack. SMI is mainly our smart money framework that it can be combined with the volume spread analysis, okay, that Tom Williams talked about and popularized mainly. So over here, I'm going to show you the combination, okay? So why is it that most of the 90% of traders lose? Because they do not know this simple hack, and what is the real main mistake that they are doing, okay? So first, let's take a look at the entire methodology first, okay? So what is the whole price and volume? So you see, first, I will always describe volume as the fuel, right? The fuel in a car, okay? The fuel inside the car. It doesn't tell you the direction. The gear in the car tells you the direction, is it not? So the price is given by the gearbox, okay? The price is similar to the gearbox. So that's why we combine both. that is one of the biggest mistakes also traders do. They don't combine both the price and the volume. They just look at the volume. Oh, it spiked up. Let me just go and buy into that. Okay, you can't. And me and Gavin have repeated that so many times, where we have said that, you know, usually you do the contrary. Actually, when you look at volume and price together, actually you buy on weakness and then you sell on strength. Okay, combination of price and volume. Okay, so always imagine volume as the fuel in the car, and then the price as your gearbox, which tells us which direction to go. Okay, the second then is that after you know this, a lot of VSA clients, right? Because VSA, do remember that it's a bit subjective, isn't it, right? But still, it answers a lot of the puzzle. So how do we add precision to this? Okay, how do we get precise entries and exits? Okay, so then what happened is, it's interesting how it all came together, and that's how Trade Guider and Master the Markets started working together as well. Because if you see over here, traders, what we then did over here at Master the Markets is we quantified what a top and a bottom is. Okay, right? That's what you're seeing with all these arrows over here. Okay, the orange arrow being confirmed by this orange dot over here, and then this blue arrow being confirmed by this blue dot over here. That's how we got this entire framework structure. Okay, now from this framework structure, so that's the first thing you do. You quantify your tops and bottoms from the framework structure. From that, then you get your framework, okay, your framework structure. Now, what do I mean? You see, with the framework structure, then we get a bit more clearer, because if I turn that into a line diagram, then you can immediately see, you know what trend is this really on? And we coded all the 6 different variations here, okay? I know some of you are saying that, you know, not really understanding some of this terminology. So I just remembered one of the things that you can do also, traders, is that we got some a nice sequential systematic way of explaining this at your own time, because I know I'm restricted by time over here. So what I would recommend is that you take a look at this video series that we have put together, okay, which is 7 steps to ctp.com. Okay, there'll be a link over there. Over there, what you do is, traders, once you put your details in and your number, you click on the green button, you will get the 7 videos sent to you, and this will take you systematically what you've done over here. Okay, right? What the main problem is, the main mistake, you know, what is your frustrating problem that you're getting. And then after that, how do you solve it? And this work started in the 1960s. Actually, our mentor's mentor actually references Richard Wyckoff a lot, where volumes initiated from, and then he quantified it. And that's how you get all of this, right? So, and when you combine both of the methodologies, that's when it really gets very powerful, which we have shown to you in many live streams over here as well. So after this, after that, then it will take you to sequences, and then you get the 3 stats over here. I'll go through some of them later on, and then how you incorporate that into your strategy. So highly invaluable. So I would definitely tell you guys to take a look at. The other thing also, I just remembered, I know some of you who've been watching all of this as well, what you can also then take a look at is our SMI and VSA page as well, right? So let me just bring that up over here as well. Over here. Right, so let me just open in a new tab over here. I know some of you want to get your hands on the indicators and all of that. You can take a look at this page here, SMI and VSA. And then you can go through that, and then you can get the indicators, you know, because I know life may have caught up with you. You may have seen our videos already, but then you wanted to get it, but then you just got busy and then you forgot about it. This is a new year, new fresh start. And also, you know, especially after last year, we got a amazing success as well with 54.57% from our live trading room. November and December were amazing surprises for us. You can also go to our channel over here, Master the Markets, right? Those of you who want to also be notified when we go live as well, after you click the subscribe button, also click the all bell icon, okay? So click on the small tiny arrow over here and then click on the all bell icon. So that way, every time we upload a video or we go live stream, you'll be able to see that, okay? All right, so over here, if you want to go and catch the replays or whatsoever, you can go under the live stream over here as well, okay? And you can also capture the last year results. I go through in detail of our results and how legit is it, how should we be actually measuring it, right? and all of that what a professional does. Okay, so you can go under there and check it at your own free time. And then also Trade Guider channel, you can take a look at that as well. Okay, then over there, here's where you learn all the VSA principles from. So after you click on subscribe, do the same thing. Click on all as well. So we do live streams, and we do upload the videos over here as well. So you can take a look at that. We've done so many live streams together, me and Gavin. You can take a look at all of that over here as well. Okay. A quick shout out to Trade Nation as well, who also sponsored our Elite Traders Mastermind Annual Summit, which is coming up this year as well. In October, some of you have secured the tickets. Those of you who haven't, it's going quite fast. That's going to be in October this year. But you know what? Just get it. It happens once a year only. Really great place where we all come together, network, and also do live trading as well over 2 days. And then we also go for nice dinners. Over 2 days, you get lunch and you get dinner as well. So take a look at that. Trade Nation sponsored all of that as well. So a quick shout out to them, and also these sponsor all our Telegram channel that you guys are having as well, which is quite easy to follow along, okay, on the trades. So with all that said, let me then come back to here now and carry on with our topic. Okay, now I'm taking a look at, still keeping an eye on cable. You see, this is why we have to wait, traders. Keep your hands, away. Don't rush into the trade. So this is what we do. So this is why we got the critical levels to enter. Okay, so we don't rush into the trade. So still hasn't confirmed over here, as you can see from our smart money framework indicator. Right, so let me just quickly upload that once again, so I can leave this in the background. I can just do this one here, be a bit more easier, and we can also this one here. Okay, yeah, I can show you that one from here as well. Okay, good. So I've got that. So let me go on back onto here again. Right, so let this populate here. Right, good. So I've got that. So where were we? So I talked about the SMI and price and volume hack. So the first thing we looked at is both the methodologies, right? And what the volume is and what the price is like. So the volume is like fuel and price is like the gearbox, okay? So then the volume basis wise, VSA will look after it, and the SMI will then give you the framework, okay, which we have quantified. So in terms of that, what we have done here, if you can see the blue arrows and the orange arrows here, that's a framework that you're getting, which then tells you the trend across any time frame, traders, okay? That's what we are having over here. So it becomes on a quantified basis. It's no longer guesswork, is what we are taking a look at. So that's what we are doing over here. Then the other thing is that after you got your framework, okay, with the framework is how we can then fill up this table over here, which you can see in a systematic, quantified way. Okay, so that's the whole premise and the idea, right? So after that, once you got that, then you see, firstly, so the SMI quantification of the tops and bottoms, right, gives you the framework, which then tells you the trends and phases across any time frame, which then helps us to our timing and direction as well. Direction and timing. This is a big thing that people are lacking, right? And that's why VSA clients, when they come to us, they stick over 10 years following both the methodologies, because that's where the real power is, right? You can phrase across all time frames to get your direction bias strong. Then the third thing that both these methodologies can give you with the framework as well is the 3 stats. Now let me explain. The first thing is it gives you precise entries. So for example, if you take a look over here, right, you can see that the blue dot comes over here, isn't it? If you wanted to take this long, right, those of our intraday traders who are following, some of our clients who are following all these methodologies and understand the strategy, they went long on DAX much more earlier, okay? And they're running 2-3 strategies on that, right? So one which will take it out much more earlier, another one which will be running this trade, okay? Now, let me explain on the first thing. The first thing is that what it gives you, not only the trend and the phase, but it gives you a precise entry, right? When the dot happens, that's when the swing is beginning. So now you know the start of the swing, right? And once you know the start of the swing, then where we enter is we enter on the close of this confirmation bar. So the bar with the dot is your confirmation bar, okay, that confirms the swing. So we enter on that point over there, and then from that point, then the second thing, so firstly it gives you the position on where to enter, okay, using this both this SMI and price volume hack, okay, but we don't enter yet until we get our volume confirmation, plus we get one of the stats where to exit, okay. That's the whole premise of this entire methodology, is both working hand in hand. So let me explain. So the other thing that we also look at in terms of the volume, what the trade guide has also done, Gavin Holmes and his team, following on from Tom Williams, you see, look at this big volume spike supporting this bottom. Not only that, look at the VSA light over here, all being green over here as well, supporting this price move over here, and then finally taking out certain price volume confirmation. Then not only do we just enter on that, we also then look at where to exit, okay. So the thing is, on exits is where you realize your profit and loss, is it not, traders, right? So over here, when I take a look at the stats, what we've done, and this is what both the clients, you know, our master of the market clients and VSA clients really love, is that it tells you on a probability basis how much move is left. And this is just one of these stats only, right? So for example, once I populate this, it's just crunching those numbers. And if I tell you that it's crunching it from the 15 years, okay, 2010 all the way to now, 16 years now that is 2026. Now, so once it gets those numbers, it will look something like this, right? So this is what I'm showing you here, the 180R number, which it gets there 54% of the time. I can put this for phase ones only, okay, which is in alignment with the trend. I can take a look at that as well, okay. That would be much more. And also with all our combination with time frame correlations and all that, so this bumps up a little bit more, right, to about 65-70% probability, which what we have shown before in our previous live streams. So this is how I know the exit as well. So for one strategy, I can come out at 180R. So if I hover around here, this says about 22 points. So from the close, I measure 22 points, and then I get out already, okay, on one of the moves. Some of you might say, oh, Tiru, but then it went more further up, right? Then I would say create another strategy, right, where you let it run a little bit, where we can go towards the 20% number, 3.25, and then create another one where if you wanted to keep running forever, okay, we got those strategies as well, right? We run that in the elite room. Currently at the moment, we're running Aussie dollar on that, right? On the Dow Jones on the runner strategy, and the Aussie dollar on the medium targets as well as the long targets as well, okay. So that's how you can use this all in combination. Not only do we have this stats for the exit, and this is where the real value is really, traders, for VSA and SMI followers, because this gives you some precision and some guidance based on probability stats. And that's what everybody says, you know, Tiru and Gavin, we haven't seen anything like this, like, because nowhere online do you get probability stats, and then trading is meant to be on based on probabilities, right? So that's the whole idea and premise of this. And this is what most people are missing, and that's why they cannot get out of that loop of inconsistent performance, okay. So definitely combine both of that. That's why Trade Guider and Master the Markets, we started working together. And that's how Tom Williams' methodology and this combination of our mentor's mentor work in 1970s is working beautifully together, okay, giving you the confidence. And that's how we also got the results for last year for 54.5%. We can see all of that. It's all end of day strategies, right, that we do. But you can follow the principles for intraday. We've got a lot of intraday strategies as well. Some of our traders are doing that too as well. Okay, so that's that one there. And then also you can then get the MAE stats that tell you where to put your stop. You can also use the time too as well. Okay, I don't have time to go through all of that now, but all I would suggest is go through the 7stepstoctp.com over here. Okay, that's where you can go through that much more in detail. So a recap on our topic for today on the SMI and VSA hack, the price and volume hack, and why traders are losing, 90% of traders are losing because they missed this hack. The main reason is, first, they don't understand what the volume is really for, the price is really for. And then after that, once you understand the price action really, and then you look at the SMI framework that we have created, you get your trends and phases across all time frames, clarity and conviction. And then the next thing is that you precise entries, the third thing, and also the stats to guide you based on probabilities, where to enter and exit. Also to place your stop loss in a place where 98% of the time you will get stopped out. And they're going to be doing a webinar masterclass on this as well, where you will get all of it in one place that you'll be releasing to you as well. Okay, you can take a look at that once you join our email list and everything. Good. So I think I've covered most of it just on taking a look at cable. See, look at that, traders. This is why we don't jump into the trade, right? Now you understand, okay? That's why we put a pending order here. And now look at that, right? It didn't take out that level and it's going to the upside. It's getting range bound, okay? This is how you protect yourself, using volume and price. Because if I were to unnecessarily, on impatience and want to take a trade, yeah, this is going down, it's going to take out that level, I would have got caught out in this move, isn't it? Right, traders? So that's how you protect yourself. Now I can see that this volume over here is really protecting towards this bottom. That is what it's doing. So those of you traders who want to take a trade on this, you can take a look at first it changing on the 15-minute, then aligning that with the 1 hour and the bigger time frames, then to place your targets accordingly. Okay, don't have that much time to do on that one there, but you guys can take a look at that trade. I'll cancel the trade on the Trade Nation platform because once it takes out that level over here, maybe I'll wait for it to take out that level. If once it takes that out, then that trade will be invalid. Okay, so wait and see how that plans out to be. Quick recap on the links I gave you so that you guys can go and revisit all of this and much more at your own free time and then really like immerse in it. First thing is 7stepstoctp.com. Look through, put your details in, click on the green button and not a robot. The topic sent over to you, the video sent over to you, and then you can then take a look at it at your own free time. Okay, so you can take a look at the main challenge, the problem, and then after that, why necessity for quantifying the tops and bottoms, and then the OE, the MAE, and the time too, and then how the strategy, you can incorporate all of that into the strategy. Also the SMI and VSA page, those of you who want to get both the indicators onto your charts, you can do that. Put both of that onto the charts, and then you can then look at all the stats at your own free time as well. Okay, after that, then you can also then take a look at also our YouTube channel, youtube.com/master the markets. Once you've gone there, if you go under the home page, if you want to get notified whenever we go live, you can click on the subscribe button and then you can click on all bell icon. Okay, and then you can take a look at definitely some of the past live streams that we have done before as well, and also the must-watch videos. Definitely highly recommend them. After that, also the Trade Guide channel as well. Do the same thing there. After you subscribe, after you hit the all bell icon, you can revisit all the videos and the live streams that we've done before together, me and Gavin. Right, I think that's pretty much that from me. And the last shout out will be to Trade Nation, who are sponsoring our Telegram channel as well as the annual summit for this year. I think with that said, traders, that's a wrap up. Let me just quickly take a look at the questions. And the main questions that are really coming are the ones on, let me read that. Daniel's asking mainly on, where can I get more information? I just want to learn more at my own free time. I would say, Daniel, will be on 7stepstoctp.com. Okay, start off there and then take it from there. Okay, that's what I would recommend to begin with. All right, I think with that said, I think that's a wrap up for today. And as we always say, till the next time, stay disciplined. Bye for now.